It's Dragon Ball time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Figuarts Dragon Ball FighterZ Android 21 in the lab code version, which is the vanilla version, so to speak, because we already had the Boo version. And yes, I love this character because you know me, I love fan service. And when they introduced her in Dragon Ball FighterZ, I was all about it. And I think she has a cool design. Considering like a lot of Dragon Ball characters look pretty generic, there's a lot that goes into this one, and I really wonder how well it's gonna fare in figure form. So let's have a look at it. And even though she has high heels, she surprisingly stands up very well on her own. So now let's have a look at the size real quick. She stands at about 14 centimeters to the top of the head. If we're going to the top of the hair, that would be 15, and for your inches, we're like 5, almost 5.5 to the top of the head, and 5.9 to the top of the hair. Size comparisons. Here's Jolter, Naka Michelangelo, he has Sage Figuarts Son Goku, Android 21 in the Evil Boo version, Android 17, 18, 16, and Darkseid. Overall look in detail of the figure, I gotta say aesthetically it looks very pleasing, aka she thick and full of fan service. But let's start it off with the face sculpt. It's definitely accurate. You have the that is. You have the blue eyes in there and also the glasses, which you can take off. That actually is a feature. Let me just show you real quick. Because the glasses just kind of connect into the hair. So even if you take that out, it doesn't leave any spots. But I want to keep it in for now. I think it looks cool. Also, we have the earrings. Nice gold metallic. I don't know, but it looks to me like the hair isn't painted. Because like there's still some spots of plastic kind of seeing through. Or like, for whatever reason, I feel like maybe the lower half is and the upper part isn't, because like this one seems a little bit more shiny than this one, so I don't know, I might just be tripping, but you see under the camera, but this looks more matte than this, right? Just a little bit. Now for the lab coat and her beautiful dress under it, you can move this out of the way. This is like soft-ish plastic, and the lower you get, I feel like these flaps are super soft, so no problem with that. Have the red ribbon logo on the sides, just on the one. And yeah, the boobs. Honestly, maybe I'm just horny, but it feels like they nerfed them a little bit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but looking at some of the artwork, I think it's a little bit too small. Have the big hinges for your elbows actually, and the golden ring on this hand, but not the other hand. Also has her fingernails painted. Now unfortunately it doesn't completely line up. You can see the line of red and the line of blue where it's supposed to meet. It's not 100% clean, but you know, it's not the worst thing. But speaking of butts, it's pantsu time. Well, it's not really pantsu, it's just like the black pantyhose, and honestly, kind of not that big of a butt. I don't know. You got the hips. I guess it kind of makes up for that. And the thighs, which are fairly big, as we move down to her blue and red shoe with the gold on. What the hell is this? What is this? Oh my god, I didn't even see that before. So we have a big gray smudge on the gold on this side. That's really unfortunate. And also there's like the zipper painted on there. That's a nice detail. Very small. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, that's great. That, however, is not so great. For your articulation, first and foremost, we have a joint in the hair, so you can bring that up and down, and also a little bit of waggle motion, but mostly up and down. For your head articulation, let me try to move the head forward. It also goes to the back, but you also have neck articulation, so combining these two goes forward quite a lot, and to the back is alright. Obviously because of the hair, that's as much as you get out of it. Also does tilt side to side. With the neck, can pull everything to side, and also goes all the way around as a swivel. I'm holding on to the neck because, yeah, the colors, no, don't line up anymore. So always just try to align your neck, which is sometimes easier said than done. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. So for the shoulder articulation, you have this piece over here, which I want to say is a butterfly joint, but it's not quite because it also moves up and down. You can see in the socket you have also up and down movement, and then you have the ball that goes in the entire collection of joints in there. So you can bring that up and down, shift it up and down, and you have the hinge. in the elbow itself, well, the shoulder itself, the elbow's down there. I don't know why I keep getting that mixed up, but you can also rotate on here, and if you don't like it, you also have bicep swivel. The double hinged elbow goes up all the way, and you have another ball hinge in the fist, up and down, and also have rotation there. Can you also rotate the forearm over here? Nicely done. For the chest area, we can bring it down quite nicely because of the lower half of the dress is soft plastic, so that doesn't get in the way. Also have some side-to-side tilting, and I guess it would go all the way around, but be careful not to get mixed up with all the soft plastic under there. As you can tell, the lap coat is also on ball hinges, so you can bring it up these two pieces, and you can also rotate it a little bit around side to side. Now, also something I noted as I was playing around with the figure, the white seems to be rubbing off on the soft plastic dress, which is a problem. Now, the leg moves up, moves out to the side, and it moves to the back, and you can also rotate it on the socket. Now for the knees, simple ball hinge in there, almost like a Figma. And then down to the boots. I don't remember, can you rotate this around? No, you can't. Have the boot on a ball hinge, goes up and down, back and forth, and you can also tilt it side to side a little bit, and you do have a toe hinge. For your accessories, first and foremost, we got a bunch of faces. You got the angry face and the smiling face, the shy smile if the camera would focus on it. Thank you very much. Shy smile and just really annoyed angry face. And then we got a super angry face with the gritting teeth and also the yelling face. All of these are done very nicely. I love especially the detail in the mouth, very well painted. Then we have the crossed arm feature, actually one of my favorites, because with all the joints this is sometimes hard to do, and the fact that you just get this for like more static poses, it's fine by me. And then you also have this energy effect, which has a little bit of a bright pink and has a hole in there for this finger in particular, I think. Yeah, because that's the energy beam she uses to turn people into cupcakes and stuff. So we have these hands for both sides, then you have also two hands for the glasses, so she can hold her glasses just like with a little bit of a hold over there, and then you have like just these flat hands and these two posing hands for all kinds of fighting poses. Always with the fingernails nicely painted also. Gotta take care of that. And the open kind of blast hands, or just like screaming hands. I say screaming because when they're screaming, they're like, don't, you know, you make this hand. So that's where that comes from, and that's the accessories. Final thoughts, and obviously I'm a little bit biased when it comes to this design because I'm a slut for fan service, but I do like what Figuarts has done here. The figure looks clean for the most part. There are some small slips in the paint, but nothing too major. The fact that the lab coat is rubbing off on the soft plastic is a bit of an issue. But on the other hand, I think the articulation is very solid, and she comes with a lot of different accessories. The basic stuff as we know from Figuarts, but still you got a bunch of hands and even like, what was like 4 or 5 faces, which is amazing. I would have liked the smug, smiling face, but that's just me. You already have a lot, but most of them are angry. So I don't know what to say about that, but they're still good. Overall, I like this figure, and I really recommend it to Dragon Ball fans, fan service fans, and everybody who plays Dragon Ball FighterZ. I like this character, as I was saying, and I think it's a very good representation of her. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Android 21 wants.